Hello, everyone. Welcome to another inspiring episode of Empower Her Voices Series podcast. I'm your host, Faiza the Server, and I'm so glad that you're here with us today. We are in a treat for today. Why? Because from the vibrant city of Dubai, we have with us Hagar Elkersh. So she's a powerhouse in the education sector, and she's currently leading the arts department as the head of arts department in GEMS education. And with over 15 years of experience, she has mastered the art of blending creativity and leadership. And she has been instrumental in developing progressive curricula across British, American, and Indian education system and has been nominated for the prestigious Mariamma Varkey Award for the most inspirational teacher at GEMS education. But that's not all. She's a motivational writer, she's an artist, a dedicated single mom, and a passionate advocate for well being in education for both learners and educators. So I can't wait to hear her story and learn about her approach to education and leadership. So whether you are at home, or you're commuting or just relaxing, just stay tuned in because this is going to be an inspiring episode. So, Hagar, welcome to the podcast. It's such a pleasure to have you here. So, thank you so much.
Hi, Faiza. Welcome and thank you so much for inviting me today. And happy to share parts of my journey with you. Some parts that I remember. It's a long journey,
Great.
so
Well,
I'm
thank
really happy
you.
to be here. Thank you so much
Thank you.
for the kind words. And yeah, I'm working as a head of art in one of the GEMS education schools. Like
Great.
GEMS education has many schools. I am in Fujairah, so I'm the head of art in Fujairah school. Yeah.
That's great. That's great. So, Hagar, how's life in Dubai? I'm sure that it's as vibrant and excited as everything you do.
Yeah, it's well in Dubai. It's very vibrant. In Fujairah, it's more quiet and green area. So
Okay.
I live in Fujairah near the beach. So it's really quiet and very an inspiring place where you,
Oh,
especially if you are an artist or you're working in that field, you will
mhm.
feel very inspired, and the community is very close, like a one family community. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Wow. And Lahore, I am right now residing in Lahore. So Lahore has its own creative buzz to that too with the street wall and cultural festival. So have you ever had a chance to visit Pakistan or specifically
No,
Lahore?
not yet.
You're
Maybe
more than welcome.
not
You're more
yet.
than welcome now.
But I have lots of friends from Pakistan. Yeah,
Oh, that's
here
great.
working with me in GIMS education, right? Yeah.
That's great. So, Hagar, let's start by diving into your professional journey. I just if you could just walk us through your entire journey, starting from a teacher now to
Mm.
heading, our department. Then you're the head of the well-being. I've just learned about
Yeah,
you through your
I
profile.
got the post for well-being before. Now I'm not in it. There is some other amazing lady in the same school doing it. I'm fully now focused with leading the art department in the whole school, from
Right.
kindergarten to secondary. But
Mhm.
my journey, it's a long time ago. I'm not that young. 2005, I started in GEMS education in other school, not the one that I have now. It was our own in that time. It was 2005, and I graduated like straight when I graduated from Fine Arts College, and I studied two major actually, Fine Arts and Archaeology. So I love history and stuff related to history as well. So and then I joined that time for 7 years, I guess, yeah. And then I went back to my country for some reason, and then I came after 1 year. I joined to other school for American curriculum. Then I went back home to James Education in this school that I'm in, James Winchester School, Fujairah,
Mhm.
from 2016 till now. So total, like it's about 16, 17 years of experience. I can't
Wow.
remember. I'm 41, so you can Do the math.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow. So it's
So
been like,
it's a long journey. During that time, I worked as in the beginning. I started as a teacher, then art coordinator. Then I was interested in well-being, so I was the well-being leader for a while, like for about 1 year, I think. And then after that, I focused on leading my department. So I also
okay.
participated in other department, like the physical education department. It doesn't
Wow.
relate to me, but I like the
Okay.
time that I spent with them. But now I'm
Right.
totally focused in art and design and innovation. So this is basically what I love to focus on this time. I don't know what's next, but
Okay.
working also on my NPQ LTD, where it's about the it's a British certificate from provided by our school to the leaders
Okay.
to some. So it's about teacher development. So this is going
Okay.
to be my major to develop teachers and uh, in that area. So that is what I'm working on now, plus the writing, the art, and many other stuff.
And we can see some amazing piece of art at your background. So these are
Yeah.
all the artwork being made by you specifically?
Yeah, some of them
Wow.
mixed media art. Some of them is AI art. Like so, when the AI came, I really loved it.
Okay.
Some teachers and some artists are not
Okay.
happy about the idea of AI, but I
Yeah.
think it's really one new method that everyone can benefit from. I believe it's amazing. Like you can see your ideas, your unbelievable ideas true, like by just writing the right prompt. So I think it's one of the good thing for artists, not a bad thing. I'm a fine artist. This is how I
Okay.
started. But now there is digital art, there is AI art, there is technology. We have to,
Hmm.
if the artists want to continue, they need to be innovative. This is what I believe. They need to
Yes.
move from this comfort zone of the fine classic art to something more contemporary, I think.
Great, great. So, Hagar, you're one of the few educators, specifically from the field of art, who's saying that, AI is helpful
Yeah.
when it comes to art. So, can you just elaborate a bit? So, just for the clarity of the audience as well.
So AI is a tool to
Hmm.
help you to see what you do, like your imagination. Sometimes is way more than imagination. Also,
Yeah,
AI it's a
true, true,
very
true.
beneficial for educators to shape their curriculum, to help them with their lesson planning, with their curriculum, with so many ways. Like I believe AI is a tool. Everything is a tool. I believe any
Hmm.
innovative trends, it's a tool. If you use it in a right way,
Hmm.
it will, if it will serve you, then it's a good tool, then use it, why not?
True, true.
Now I have my own page for Insta. I have different page, one for mindset talks and one like
Oh,
many of them.
wow.
Yeah, I have
Okay.
one for AI, so it's all AI. uh, it will take us to that fantasy world
Yeah.
that was never exist. Maybe it exists somewhere, but it's never exist. But like
True.
you can see. I think it's you have to allow your creativity to go beyond what you know. Like you never know.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you need to be open to,
Exactly.
possibilities and new opportunities. Only
Yeah.
then, like, you'll be able to embrace the change.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
true, true.
I was always, my principal was always telling me like, we don't do the change, we lead the change. So it's
Oh, great. Yeah.
yes. So it's how you encourage like for me, the way I lead is just I lead by example. I do the things the
Mhm.
creative way. I try to explore. So people when they see that my student, my colleagues, they will get inspired by what
Yeah,
I do.
yeah.
Like this is what I do. Like look at me. I'm not just saying things that is not happening. I am doing it. So
I'm
leading
doing
by
it.
example is very good way, especially for students. They learn
Mhm.
not what you say, they learn
Yeah,
what you do.
what you do.
Yeah.
So, Kavya, you have worn so many hats, like a leader, educator. writer, artist, a dedicated mom. So, if you had to describe yourself in, let's say, a phrase or a word, what would it be?
Well, it's very simple. I am human,
Okay.
with a soul that having a life, a living experience, a human experience. This
Wow.
is, it's all. I'm just a human. So when I'm a mom, educator, leader, artist, writer, whatever I do, behind
Hmm.
this there is a human. There is a soul that have purpose. That her purpose is to experience those different things, to wear those hats. I think not only me, like many people are wearing different hats. Like if you look at yourself, you see you're a mom, you're an educator, you're a leader, you have your own your organization, so you're doing many things. By the end of the day, you are a human having human
Yes.
experience, which is, it's I like to call myself a human because I'm not defined, but I love all of them. I love all of them, but behind all of them I am a human with a soul that has a lot, like a lot to share and to add to this experience that we call it life. Before I'm not in it, so I want to come to this life to add something and leave. I don't want to just mess around. I just want to do something.
We can actually see a conversation coming from an artist. So I can
Yeah,
actually feel it. That's nice. So I really like it that, you kind of, didn't label yourself with the phrase, rather you said, I'm human with a life,
yeah, I'm
with a
a human.
soul.
Yeah,
That's great. That's
exactly.
great.
That's it. Yeah, I
So,
know that LinkedIn enjoy the titles, but I love the main title, human. Yeah,
no, I love the way. I love the way you have it's actually something very new because so far I haven't heard this from anyone. And you just said I'm a human with a soul. So it's quite cool as well. And then, it's too artistic and it's too it's something, we always talk about spirituality, staying grounded, being
yeah,
linked within our own self. We talk a lot about self-discovery. So
yes,
what you have said has a lot to do with actually all these things. So if
yeah,
you're a human and your soul is still alive, like alive
yeah,
means like conscious, then yes, you're a beautiful human being then from
yeah. That's,
inside out.
I just
Yeah.
enjoy like I'm experiencing myself. This is
Hmm.
how I will be in this and this. So those are the things that I do so far. Don't know what will be next. I never
Great.
know. I'm exploring to find out.
That's nice that you're saying that you're exploring your own self. So you're
Yeah,
experiencing with your own self. So that how Agar is
exactly.
going to respond, if this is
Yeah,
going to happen, if this will come. So that is interesting. That is an interesting perspective rather. So
yeah.
Hagar, you have worked as a teacher and then in the well-being and then as the head. So there's like this transitioning from
Mm,
a ground level role in which you're directly in contact and in touch with the students, little learners, and with those parents as well, and now overseeing a team. So what do you think was that specific there's always a moment in your life which kinds of define the way for you, or which is like an eye opener for you. So what was that particular lesson for you which actually kind of made you where you are, and now when you mentor others, so you look back at that certain points and say, okay, that was my learning curve and this is how I'm doing it for others as well now.
so it's very simple. Okay, I
Hmm.
have learned a lesson in not in the simple way. I have learned this lesson throughout the stages of my life,
Hmm.
and we will talk about the stages of my life in the other
Definitely, definitely would love
no
to
but,
know.
no but I learned something that we are here to to learn. Okay,
Yeah, true.
to learn and improve the quality of our living. Okay,
Hmm. True.
so this is the purpose of everyone. If you
Yeah,
notice, everyone is
true.
purpose to have a quality life. Okay,
Hmm. Yeah.
so wherever you are, if you are a single mom, housewife, working mom, CEO, bakery, like you're working in a bakery, you're a baker, you are a chef, whatever, wherever you are. This is
Hmm.
where your starting point. This is where
Hmm.
you start. So I always say, start where you are,
Hmm.
use what you have, do what you can. Simple.
Ah,
This is how, like, how, this is your the quality, how you improve from where you are. This is, it's about the journey. There is no
yeah.
destination. No one is going to get the flag and it's like, I won this life.
Hmm.
No one is going
True.
to do.
True.
No one is
The
winning.
journey.
Like, we're all experiencing everything. Okay,
True.
so
True.
it's all about the now. It's all like, if you look at the three sentence,
Yeah.
you know, do what you can
Yeah.
now. Start from
Hmm.
where you are now, and
Hmm.
use what you have now. So you are, I always say, because I wasn't thinking the same way before. I was thinking
Hmm.
like, there is something missing. I need to achieve this, because I if I become this, this will
Ah,
happen. Or if I
yes.
achieve this, I like, no, no, it's not nothing there. Like, there is
Hmm.
no, there is nothing there.
No
It's all about
endpoint.
now. It's a, like, you just need to, you are in the perfect setting, you are where you need to be right now. This is your purpose, this is your starting point. There is,
Hmm.
you have to enjoy the journey. It's not about the certificate that you got, or the position that you lead,
Hmm.
or the hats that you wear, it's all experience. It's all about experience. So you just need to be here and now and understand your worth as a human. And then there is nothing wrong with anyone, especially for a woman, because we, as women, like, we have this heritage that we are weak, and the society, I guess,
Hmm.
stuff like that, like,
Yeah.
we can do more. No, we can do more. We can
Yes.
do from things from our kitchen.
True.
We can
True.
work
True.
in the kitchen, for God's sake. You don't need to go to work. You don't need to, like, you can have your own career
Hmm.
from the kitchen.
Yes.
You can have your own career when you're a mom. Like, if you are a good mom, you can have your own career. Just sharing with people how good, how, like, what helps you to be a good mom. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, everyone can do
Yes.
everything wherever they are. This is what I want to teach everyone. This is what I want everyone to think about. This is the mindset that I have. I'm talking a lot.
Saga, it's something, I'm loving the fact about you that you're like, you're actually living in the moment, right? And
Yeah, I
what
enjoy
I've
it.
understood is that, you're like you're a happy person from inside out, that when the soul is happy and content, so, then it's something that the entire vibe is like this, that I can feel from your side. And I really liked it that you said that where you are, whatever you have, just start doing it. Don't wait for
Yeah,
the,
this is
because
this is it.
generally,
This is your setting.
yeah,
This is your role.
because generally, yeah, because generally people wait for the right. They say, okay, we're waiting for the right time. We are waiting for the
There's no
resources.
right time.
Yeah,
That's
yes,
the
that's the
that
right
is
time.
the thing. This is the
Yeah,
trick. There's no right time. There is no
there's
right
no,
time. There's no
whatever
right
you
time.
have right now. Yeah,
Yeah, there is no right time, no right environment, no right person, no right position. There is no right. You are the one who create the right moment.
yeah,
You
we
are the
have
one
to.
who become the right person for you. You are the
Hmm.
one who create the right environment. It's all start with a thought, with an idea, like how you
Yeah,
think. This is how you will see in your life.
yeah,
It's
it's so
how
good.
you think.
Such a, it's the beautiful advice for all those who are stuck somewhere in their thought, in their life, relationship, professional career. So just don't wait. As Agar said, that don't wait for the right moment. The right moment is
No
not there.
right things.
Whatever you have
You
right
have to
now.
create your own right.
Yeah,
Like,
whatever
no
you
one.
have right now,
Yeah,
whatever you have right now. So, she's saying it. Why? Because she has lived it. She's not just saying
yeah, totally,
from
100%.
it's experience coming out. It's like,
Yeah,
experience with firm belief. So this is what this podcast is meant to be, because listening to what you have just said, so I was just connecting with few of the things that we always kind of wait for perfection,
Mm.
Whereas what I feel, perfection never exists. It's all
No, no,
about your
it's not there.
flaws,
Well, I was
imperfection.
before because when I started my career, I was perfectionist. Like I learned. That's what I'm telling you. I learned the
Mm.
hard way. There is no such a thing called
Yes, true,
perfectionism.
true.
I learned. I was like, how much energy I wasted in trying to be perfect. You have no idea. And I'm the
Mm.
people that who knows me will tell you like, no, I was trying to be perfect. I try to do everything well, but then I try to accept with good enough the small change, the baby steps, the
Mm.
improvement, not like there is no achievement only. That no, there is improvement. There is a step by
Mm.
step improvement in our career, in our like we are not a finished work. We are
Yeah,
in the process.
the process.
We are in the process. We are not like the finished, like we are not a product. We are
Mm.
human being learning every day, making mistakes every day. Like people think when they grow up they will not make mistakes. That's not
Mm.
true. You
Mm.
are going to do different mistakes. different
Yeah,
different
different level of mistakes will be different.
different levels.
That's
Like
true.
you are not going to do the funny mistake that you used to do when you're young, but you are going
Yeah,
to do different one, big ones, like
true.
because this is how you improve. Like it's you are in the process. We are not even the tree. Like I was going to say you're not a tree. No, even the tree improve. Like if you're alive,
Yeah.
you need to improve. This is
During
living.
autumn and then spring comes, so the
Yeah,
entire,
and
yes,
then you have to
the
be a
given
human.
existence
You
comes
are
in.
not.
Yeah.
We are not going to be perfect, even if we try.
Hmm. We
Even if we
cannot
try
be.
to be
True.
perfect,
True.
you need
And
to
we
learn
really need to
it.
understand this.
And leaders also need to understand that, like, yes, I make mistakes all the time,
Hmm.
and I learn from them, and then I make new mistakes. Then I learn from them, and then
Then learn.
and so on. But the more you finish learning, the more you get new mistakes, not the old one, because it will be boring if you do the same mistake.
Yeah, and then
You
it goes on. It's
Yeah,
as
yeah,
you
it
said,
goes
it's
on.
a
It's true
constant
how you
process.
are going to make mistake. You are going to learn from them. You are going to improve your life from those amazing fails. Failure is
Hmm.
amazing. I
Yeah,
think what
failure is,
helps
yes.
me to succeed
Failure
is
is
failure.
something, yes. True, true.
Yeah,
Failure is, I guess, a very good master if you really need to learn from it.
he is the main master. Failure is the
Yeah,
main master.
he's the main master. True,
If the
true, true.
child didn't fall many times, they will never learn how to stand and walk.
Hmm. True, true. This is
It's
how
it's
it
your
should be.
this is your only way. You have to make mistakes to learn. Oh, this is not the right way. Then this is the good way. And then you try the good way, and you don't do the good way in the best way, and then you try again. So you
True.
keep trying. It's just
Yes.
failure is the cousin, the other side of success, cousin of success. This like if it's a coin, failure will
Yeah.
be one side and success will be the other side.
One is the paternal cousin and one is the maternal cousin.
Yes,
So
yes.
it's
You won't
just like this.
succeed, then you have to fail.
Yeah,
Done.
true. So, Hagar, talking about different perceptions and different situations, you have dealt with different curricula like British, American, and Indian education system, and I'm sure working associated with GEMS education, such a diverse network in education sector. So, how do you tailor your strategies when it comes to art because you're dealing with a diverse student body? So, how do you do that?
See, from all the curriculum, like, of course, you will
Mhm.
have favorites in every curriculum. I
Yeah.
enjoy teaching a national curriculum, the British curriculum now. But what
Mhm.
the main thing in my curriculum as an art educator and as an art and design leader is that I want students, it's not about to learn skills only
Okay.
or to copy what I do. No. My
Hmm.
main vision for my department is think like an artist. Think
Ah,
like an artist.
think like an
Not
artist.
act like a specific artist. We don't copy
Mm,
anyone's work as it is.
mm,
We have
yeah.
this that every child, we are an HPL school also. So every
Okay.
child that we are talking about ways of thinking. We are talking about critical thinking. We are talking about innovative teaching. We are talking about many really good innovative approaches in our curriculum, not only in art, in other
Great.
curriculum in school. So thinking like the way how the artists think, the way how solve problems, the way how
Hmm.
they come up with techniques, they
Hmm.
improve their techniques, they come up, it's about creativity. We allow our students to have their own mind, their own
Okay.
way to learn.
Hmm.
Like we teach, of course we teach the skills, the art history, the art the schools of art, the art themes and trends and everything, but by the end of the day it's the student is
Hmm.
all art coming. They
Hmm.
think with themselves, they
I
think.
think.
It's all about thinking. For me,
Hmm.
art is a way of exploring your mind, exploring your
Hmm.
soul, and put it on something, some kind of a medium. It can be
Hmm.
drawing, painting, sculpting,
Amazing.
mixed media. It doesn't matter. Wherever like
Hmm.
you feel you go, this is your way. So it's not what I say you do. No,
Hmm.
it's
It's they have to think.
we think, we discuss, we
Hmm.
experiment, and then we create, and then we improve, then we evaluate, then again we improve, then we find, okay, this is what I want, you don't need to change it. So it's not me talking, they do what I say. It's
Okay.
two ways. it's
So it's like, what you have
it's
just
all,
said is a perfect example of a collaborative, rich learning environment. What I can
yeah,
perceive from what you have said. And I'm
yeah,
sure students, the student must enjoy
yeah,
the way
yeah,
you have said
they
it to
do
them.
enjoy the art lesson. Like I see three things I want my student to learn in an art
Okay.
lesson:
Okay.
to learn something new,
Okay.
or improve something
Mm-hmm.
they already know. The other thing they enjoy, because if they didn't
Okay.
enjoy, they will not be able
Mm.
to either
Learn.
learn or improve anything, because it has to be a positive environment. Like I'm
Hmm.
also uh, I have targets and I have grades they need to achieve, and
Of
I'm
course.
very strict about them. But in the same
Hmm.
time, they have the freedom to think of what they do, to improve and to learn. So enjoying the art lesson, this is one of the main thing. I love to enjoy what I do as well as an educator. If I'm teaching or I'm
Hmm.
leading, I'm still teaching as well, and I enjoy that. Nobody will take that from me. I still love to
Exactly.
teach. Yeah, I still love
Yeah.
to teach. uh, it's fun when you
Yeah.
sit and talk about art, think about, like, discuss about the ideas, their thoughts, their what if. We always
Hmm.
have this in the in the art lesson. What if?
Hmm.
What if we use this? What if we
Uh,
didn't use this? What if we learn
Possibility
in
of.
this way?
Hmm.
Yes, what if? Like, you don't need to do, like, sometimes I insist, like, oh, we have to do it this way because I want them to learn this way. But then
Hmm.
they will go to their own way. They have, and then we are going to have our exhibition soon, to celebrate what they do, to
Hmm.
celebrate their own ideas. So I think art is like it's kind of expression of the soul.
Hmm. Expression of
So
the soul.
it,
Yeah.
yeah,
And
it's
artist.
just, yeah, it's just something that has no words, but everyone can understand.
Very beautifully said. You. Great. So, Hagar, we have a question from Kailash that aside from being a head teacher, how
Yeah.
you construct or manage students to study technical education is important since, as we all know, theoretical education and technical education are very different. So, what's your point of view regarding this?
How to manage students to study technical education is important since, as we all know, theoretical education. See, practical or
Hmm.
technical education is more easier to student than theory. The
Okay.
hands-on activity is something that students learn from more than anything else.
Hmm.
They learn
Hmm.
what they see, like what they do, what they experiment. So we focus, especially in art curriculum, in hands-on
Hmm.
activity. It's all like, it's about 90% of the curriculum is hands-on,
In
not
art.
theory.
Okay.
Yeah, in art
Hmm.
and design.
Right.
So, and the school also encourage the other head of subject to do hands-on activity, and we do
Hands
that,
on.
lots of hands-on activity, not only in art and different subjects. So it's something we do. How to manage? It's very easy. If you keep talking about what you do, if you keep engaging your students of what they do and what they achieve, what they experiment, the
Yeah.
environment is not one thing. It's like the environment, the knowledge of the
Yeah.
teachers, how to celebrate their work, how to
Hmm.
help them to see where they need to be. Like, you are not going there say, no, you did this wrong, you did this
Hmm.
right. No, I don't do this. Figure it out. How you improve this? How can you change this? How, like, there is always like open ended question. Like, you ask question, then they think.
Yeah.
They have their own way to think of, like, the problem solving or the new ideas or techniques is like that. And I believe that practical education is easier, way easier and manageable and
Hmm.
achievable than theoretical, like theory education. This is what I believe.
Yeah, true. And I guess, it's hands-on learning is the fastest way for any
Yeah,
learner to actually
yeah,
get
yeah,
hold of
exactly.
even the theoretical concept. Because once
Yeah.
he's going to do it or she's going to do it, they'll learn more easily and more quickly.
Hmm.
Great. So, you just mentioned that, art is the language of soul and something like that. You just said that.
Yeah,
So
it's,
it's more
yeah,
like to the soul. So
expression
you
of
have,
the soul.
yeah. So you have also headed like the well-being department at GEMS, one of another branch, right?
Yeah.
So
No,
you
the
you
well-being
have
was in this. The well-being was in this school, but not this year. It was like
okay.
2 years ago.
Last
Yeah,
year, 3 years ago. Okay, so you have focused on mental health and emotional well-being, right? So what we
yeah.
wanted to know is that how do you see art playing a role in promoting well-being for these learners or educators?
It's like a crucial role. It's a very important role. Art.
Mhm.
Well, you use art. The art journal. You use art to express your feelings. Sometimes your feeling, you
Mhm.
don't know how to express those feelings. You don't know how to write about them. I think art
True.
in general, like writing, playing music, dancing, making
Mhm.
art, like fine art, digital, any kind of art.
Mhm.
It's a way to speak up what we can't explain.
Mhm.
So if you can't explain it with writing, you do art or dancing or, like, it's expression. So mental health, I believe so uh, deeply, as an art educator, and as well as a human that have like many experience, like
Mhm.
ups and
Mhm.
downs, fails, success, and everything, that art was my main reason to survive, was a tool from God to help
Mhm.
me to go through everything. So sometimes I write, sometimes I fine art or digital art. It's just I have to put something on, like, those feelings have to go
Out
out.
from, yeah, from
Sometimes you
mind,
don't know how
yeah.
to write them because you don't know what's this. But if your feelings are have no, like, you can't find a meaning for them in writing, maybe they have
Hmm.
their own colors. Maybe
Yeah.
those feelings have colors. Maybe have the different way of strokes or drawings or something. So
Yeah.
all the art methods, not only art, are like
Hmm.
a main tool to to improve the mental health. To
Hmm.
Yes, and I believe it's very, very, very important. I like happy teacher. you know, I like to see
Hmm.
happy teacher.
Very important.
I experience myself sometimes when I'm not happy. I don't think that they will enjoy. They don't enjoy.
Exactly. They cannot.
It doesn't
True.
mean that I need to be happy all the time, but I need to work on my mental health exactly as I work on my career. Like,
Yes.
see how
True.
I'm trying to improve my career? I think mental health is very important. Teacher need to understand. I understand this. I'm Again, I'm saying I'm not like that all the time, but I'm learning, and I
Yeah.
know for sure from the experience that
Hmm.
we should improve, like work our mental health, our body, exercise, journaling, talking to people who can understand our thoughts, creating art. Like, you have to express yourself. You are in
Hmm.
this society, you are your people around you to help you.
Yes, true.
God give you methods to help you, so you have to use them. Like, it's very important for the teachers to understand how to deal with their own emotions and improve their mental health. It's very important. Yeah.
It's really important. Yes, mental well-being and health is something that generally people ignore, which they should not. I
Yeah.
totally agree with you that it's equally important the way we are, focusing on our career and family and etc. I guess this thing should be on the top priority. Only then we'll be able to give our best.
Health and mental health, your
Yes,
main thing. If you are
yes,
good in these, if you've done those well, you will be able to achieve anything else. Okay.
true. Yeah, because
100%.
it's linked to
So you
everything.
can't achieve anything when you have a bad mental health, or
Yeah, true.
your health is not good, or you're not eating
Rather,
well, or you're not. Yeah,
rather your vibes will also be, sad and down and
yeah,
somehow negative for others. So if you're a happy going person, energetic, so will be your vibes around you. So
yeah,
yes, I
yeah. This
it's true.
vessel, this vessel that we call it body and
Hmm.
mind, you need to maintain. You need to maintain it all the time. You need to check like what you're eating, what you're listening, what you're
Hmm.
looking at. Social media now, like you scroll on your phone forever. Lots of
Yeah.
uh,
True.
news, idea, thoughts that doesn't
Memes
match
and
with your own. It's like suddenly you find yourself, I am sad, but I don't know why. Like, no, there is, you have watched things, or you
yes,
listen to things, or you feed your
brain.
mindset with something that
Yeah.
is like, it doesn't work for you.
Hmm, true, true. It's really important. And for the women and the young girls out there, you really need to prioritize your emotional and mental well being. That's really important if you really want to move forward and if you want to enjoy the life that you have with you. So, Hagar, before we wrap up, I just have to ask that, what's that personal mantra or a piece of advice? You have already shared what makes you happy. You live in the moment, you have all that energy, positivity, and the will that yes, you can do it. So for the girls and the women who are out there who are somehow stuck somewhere mentally, physically, or due to anything that they are going through, right? So what is that piece of advice you would like to give them so that they can also stay motivated if they want to achieve something, if they want to be like you or all the other young amazing women who have achieved something really good in their life so far and still doing it? Because like the way you said that you don't believe in titles, just that it's a process. So what do you want to say to them?
Again, very simple. If it doesn't go with what you want and what makes you happy and what will improve you, don't do it. Simple.
Hmm.
If it doesn't align with your purpose, it's not yours. Don't do it. So don't waste your time in social media that will not help you. Don't waste your
Yeah,
time in relationship that will not improve you.
true.
Don't waste your time in places or times like events that is not going to support you.
Hmm.
If it's not, if you don't have anything in it, don't do it. Don't go in battles, like don't go in anything that will not make you happier or improve or align with your purpose. If it's not
Yeah.
yours, don't do it. Simple.
Great advice. So, ladies and
Focus
girls and all the
what you
babies out
want. Okay. This will allow, like align with what I want.
there.
Welcome. If it's not allow, no, leave it. Just leave it.
Yeah. Yes. Don't stuck. Don't get stuck. Don't
Yeah,
get
yeah.
stuck
There's no
over.
distraction. Yeah.
Great. Because if it's not meant for you and you don't want it, then what's the point? What's the
Yeah, yeah,
point of
exactly.
staying?
So just like we have
True.
energy, certain amount
Hmm.
of energy. Everyone have certain amount of energy. Like if it's a cup, if you are going to throw this cup everywhere, you are not going to
Hmm.
use it for like when you need it.
Yeah.
You know what I
True.
mean? You have certain amount of, like, if you like, I treat everything as, like, if you have 10 dirhams, for example,
Hmm.
if you need this third, like, you need to spend it, you need to buy something from it, like
Yes.
maybe a canvas, okay? So you
Hmm.
say, I like this necklace, I like this, so you keep throwing your 10 dirham in things that you don't want, and then when you
Hmm.
want, now you want to get what you
You
want,
don't
you
have
won't.
it. Yeah.
You
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 don't have
just
it.
like, because you just give your energy for no reason.
You
Just
have to
choose.
share wisely. Yeah, you have to share wisely.
Yeah, your energy is the most expensive asset that you will ever have.
Yeah. Beautiful advice, and it's worth listening to as well. Hagar, just one last thing. You have mentioned that during our conversation that you went back to your home. So you're not actually from Dubai. So you belong to which country?
I'm Egyptian.
Oh wow. Okay, so you are from Egypt, right?
Yeah, I went to during my career 1 year and then I came back. Yeah, yeah, I'm
Okay,
Egyptian.
it's a beautiful country. So, the what's the national language over there? What are you like apart from? It's Arabic or Farsi or
Arabi,
what?
Arabi,
Oh, oh,
Arabi,
great.
Arabic. We
So
speak
great,
Arabic,
great.
Egyptian Arabic. Yeah.
Egyptian people are very amazing. It's a beautiful country with rich culture and a heritage as well. Like
Yes.
it's really
Yes.
amazing.
I
So
am proud.
thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much, Aga, for
Huh?
sharing your inspiring journey and insights. It has been a joy sharing having this conversation with you. And I really like your energy and the positivity that was oozing out from you. And there are like, couple of advices that you have shared throughout your conversation and which we are also going to share with the audience as well. And
Yeah.
thank you so much. And we would love to have you again because I guess one podcast will not be enough to get the best out. And when it comes to art, and especially as you have been an expert in emotional and mental well-being, you have dealt that, right? And we can see that as well. So we would love to hear about that because that's one of the most crucial issues nowadays that the women and young girls are facing, and they don't know how to deal with that. So
Nobody
they
knows,
stay.
but we are all trying.
Yeah,
Nobody
nobody.
knows. We are all trying.
True, true. So thank you so much, and to our listeners, thank you for tuning into this episode. And don't so from Hagar, as she has an inspiring journey, but what I'm sure you must have witnessed that she has this belief in herself, but more than that, she believe in the power of being a human, in the power of having that soul and living into that moment where you are right now. So, and she has beautifully mentioned that perfection doesn't exist. She has said
It's
that
not.
it's just about you are in a process. And
Yeah,
then the
it's
best bit
always a
that I
process.
loved during the entire episode was that she said that I don't believe in titles. I just believe that whatever I'm doing, if it's meant for me, I love it. So I love the way, Hagar, that you have said it. And before just going offline, I would like you to say something, and we'll just end the stream then.
Yeah, I would like to say to the women and to the girls and to everyone, not only women and girls, I would like to say, believe in yourself, okay? First, you are not waiting for anyone to believe in you. You give yourself that round of applause, that the applause that you want, then everyone else will give you. Believe in yourself, start where you are, use what you have, do what you can, nothing more.
That's great. That's great. Thank you so much. And see you all with another inspiring episode of Empower Her Voices series podcast. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.